And welcome inside the Staples Center, everyone. Big crowd expected here late on a Sunday afternoon locally as the Celtics get set to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Almost like a heavyweight fight here, Tommy, as we're going to see Paul Pierce and Kobe Bryant go head-to-head. Two of the very best scorers in the NBA. Let's talk a little bit about Kobe first. Had 81 in a game earlier this year.
Well, Kobe is really the type of guy that can score 81 almost any time. He is a terrific athlete. He's got all the shots. He is able to come from inside, from outside, and all in between. And they are featuring what he does. They're giving him the ball wherever he wants it and letting him do, with a green light, every shot imaginable, and he's accommodating them.
Kobe putting up the big numbers, but it's hard to imagine anyone scoring more or more easily than Paul Pierce has been doing over the last couple of weeks.
Well, Paul Pierce has scored 30 or more in the last 7 out of 8 games and had 37 the other night against Portland in a really necessary win on this trip. And Paul Pierce, the competitor, also has these powerful games. And, you know, he's got the ability to score 81, too. Watch what he does here. He's been really very effective at getting other people involved and helping the team effort.
All right, should be a lot of fun here tonight. Pierce against Kobe. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that. We talked earlier with Paul and Doc Rivers about Paul's recent run.
I'm in a good groove right now. I feel good out there. I got my legs. My wind is good.
Pierce. That was soap on a rope, gang. Clean as a whistle.
He's been great. You know, he's been in the zone, on the floor, off the floor, with the teammates. He's just been in the zone all the way around.
What a play by Pierce!
You know when to turn it up. In the second half of the season, making a playoff push. You know, I just want to pick up my play, get better as the season goes along.
Thank goodness for Paul Pierce.
Tonight's Boston Celtics game is brought to you in part by Foxwoods Resort Casino, located in the Mystic Country region of Southeast Connecticut. By Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your certified auto service center. By Tools for Hire, an official sponsor of the Boston Celtics. Tools for Hire, the one-stop shop for all your construction needs. By your New England Ford dealers. Visit your New England Ford dealer today. Ford, built for the road ahead. By Supercuts, we know how it is. And by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA.
One of the best rivalries in all of sports for the 172nd time in a regular season game. It'll be the Celtics and Lakers going at it as they have been for the past 40 or 50 years. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. Glad you're here at the Staples Center with us tonight. Should be a terrific ball game, again, with two of the best players in the game at their very best right at this moment. A lot of hoopla, as always, here in L.A. Paul Pierce, home here in Los Angeles, went to Englewood High School and loves playing against the Lakers in this city.
Anytime I have a chance to go home, especially play against another all-star, a guy who's a great player in my position, and the simple fact that I'm playing in front of my mother. She puts a lot of pressure on me, so I know I have to do well in front of her.
Safe to say he's not going for 81, right?
Oh, it's safe to say that. I can guarantee that.
I spoke to Paul on the layup line, though, and I said to him 82. He said, I got it in me. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Let's take out our starting lineups and show them to you here. Southwest Airlines starting lineups tonight. Delonte West had an off game the other night in Portland. He joins Wally Zerbiak in the backcourt. Rafe LaFrentz, Ryan Gomes off his 17-rebound performance up in Portland, and Paul Pierce along the front line for head coach Doc Rivers, who's feeling very good about this bunch, likes the way they're playing, likes the way things are going, and is looking forward to these next 20-odd games. On the other side, for the Los Angeles Lakers here tonight, Smush Parker and Kobe Bryant are the backcourt. Old friend Chris Mim, Brian Cook, and Lamar Odom are along the front line for head coach Phil Jackson. Lakers right now have the final playoff spot, and they want to hold on to it. Have a 2 or 3 game lead last time I looked over Utah. Sacramento another game back. 28-27, 1 game over 500 for Phil Jackson here tonight.
They're searching up, Mike, for their team. They've had some injuries. Chris Mim has been hurt. He just got back into the lineup. And they're trying to find the right combination. And when that happens, you're in trouble.
My favorite part of the broadcast, Tommy's Tools for Success, brought to you by Tools for Hire, the one-stop shop for all your construction needs.
Tools for hire. We got to get him. Ratchet down Kobe.
Liking that one.
Get into that store and get a ratchet.
Hey, all right.
And leave the coast laughing.
Let's hope we do. Celtics flying home later on tonight. Here's a part of our Subaru key matchup this evening, as you would expect it to be. Paul Pierce and Kobe Bryant. They're a look, career head-to-head, edge to Kobe. Paul puts up great numbers against this team, shoots it so much better. Kobe really struggling from beyond the arc against Boston over the course of his career. LaFrance and Mim jumping up. Look at that. 2,504 wins apiece for the Celtics and Lakers. Most regular season wins. We'll see who takes the lead in that race tonight. Delonte gets it to Pierce. Right back to D. West. Finds Wally open. Front rims the shot. Delonte with an offensive rebound, and the Celtics get another opportunity. Delonte with two good plays on the opening possession. Lamar Odom is covering Pierce right now. LaFrance comes out and sets the screen. Back to Rafe. Delonte is going to take it. Back rims it. That's a couple of opportunities, but can't convert on the first possession. Parker the other way. Pierce has picked him up. Zerbiak is over on Bryant right now. Chris Mim comes up short on the turnaround. Pierce crosses over on Odom, takes it to the basket. The foul is going to be on Mim, who met him at the pass.
Chris Mim was briefly with the Celtics, and since he's been with the Lakers, he's played much more solid basketball. And there he's trying to defend against a guy that can really get to the rim. Picks up the foul. I love when Paul Pierce comes into this building. He gets juiced, man.
He really does. He gets very jazzed for this. Had a chance to sit down and talk at length with Paul the other night in Portland. We'll be replaying bits and pieces of that interview as the night goes on. Makes his first free throw. When you talk about players getting to the basket when they need to, you just can't have that discussion without having Paul probably be the first name out of your mouth. Maybe Kobe's the second, if not the first.
Well, and Iverson too, but they're few and far between.
Pierce matched up with Bryant this trip. Gomes is on Odom, and Rafe LaFrance is called for a grab on Chris Mim. That's his first and the first on the team. Side out for the Lakers, 14 on the shot clock, just under 11 to go here first quarter. Building still filling up. 4:30 start locally here in LA. Bryant with his first touch on the offensive end. Pierce right there. Bryant comes up shooting, back rims it. It goes over the top, comes back Boston's way.
Well, they were prepared to double him as soon as he put the ball on the floor, so he just rose up and shot the three, and he's been hitting threes.
Odom on Zerbiak now. Pierce gets a step to the basket. Makes it hard for two and a foul.
And the foul will be on Smush. My favorite name, Parker. Watch Smush come from out of nowhere. They give the foul to Parker.
Could have been a second on Mim. Tommy was talking about how much Paul likes to play against the Lakers. It shows in his average, and he's off to a quick start here tonight. And the Celtics have got an early 5-0 lead.
Of course, every time he comes to L.A., he gets a little home cooking,
that
too.
helps a lot.
That hurts. That doesn't hurt.
Cook misses an open jump shot. Pierce with the rebound, yelling, go, 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 gets it into Delonte's hands. West wanted to go to Pierce, goes to LaFrance instead. Back out to Paul. He's got Kobe one-on-one. Little screen from LaFrance. Paul back to Rafe. Rafe's going to take a three. Back wins it. Rebound controlled by Bryant. He gets it ahead to Parker. Parker slapped away in the paint. Is able to track it down, though. Mim. LaFrance gets back to him. Loose ball underneath just kind of fell into Odom's hands when he got to it. Hanging around in the right spot, Lamar Odom comes up with a pair. Knocked away by Odom out of bounds. Celtics keep it 17 on the shot clock.
This trip has allowed the Celtics really to get a little bit of chemistry going, particularly for Delonte West. I think this trip is very important for what he will ultimately have to do.
Pierce nets a little step away.
Yeah, and those two guys have got the best step-aways in the league.
Parker goes inside to Odom. Ryan Gomes has got him. Providence College covering URI there. Mim gets a kind of Delonte quickly brings it the other way. Gets it down on the block to the fence. Ray goes up and under for two.
What a nice play by Delonte. That's what I mean, where he's been kind of turned loose as being a leader on this ball club, helping to be a catalyst for other people. Before Ricky Davis got traded, what his job was just to bring the ball up and either give it to Paul or Ricky.
Kobe gets to the hoop. Tip won't go. Pulled down by Pierce. Zerbiak's running the floor. So is Gomes. Paul keeps on going to the basket. Puts it up. No. Rebound controlled by Mim underneath. Up ahead, Bryant. A deep three from Kobe.
Pounded his chest already. Watch out.
9-7 Celtics by 2. Early shooting. Skip pass. Wally gets an open look. Back rims that one. Rebound controlled by Parker. Gets it ahead to Bryant. Bryant. Delonte waiting for him. Kobe tries to take him off the bounce. Deflected out deep. Parker's going to try a three. The Lakers get their first lead of the night at 10-9.
They had trouble the other night playing the Clippers here, and they got trounced by the Clippers.
Wally couldn't make the clean catch. Gets a screen from LaFrance. Takes it into the paint, throws it on the run, able to draw the foul from Cook on the way by.
Take a look at Pierce with this fall away. And when you're playing against a really good offensive player like Kobe, Kobe knows all the tricks, and you got to have a few tricks of your own. That'll keep him guessing. That fall away is one of them.
Wally stepping to the line, 0 for 2 in the early going. Coming back from that bruised knee, suffered against Utah, knocks down the free throw.
Yeah, and he made a couple of, well, I should say more than a couple of free throws coming down the stretch up in Portland. And they kept getting him the ball. He's such a good free throw shooter. That's the guy you want to have the ball at the end of the game, if at all possible.
Makes them both. Celtics go back up by 1. Delonte extending the pressure as he often does himself. Now backed off Parker a little bit. Odom. Gomes has got him. Ryan's been quiet so far in this game. Hasn't had many touches on either. Underneath Odom. Couldn't convert. And Gomes right on cue comes up with the rebound. Delonte. Leaves it for Zerbiak. Parker's got him in a switch. Wally wants to do something with him, backs him down, keeps backing him down. Delonte had an open look at a three, goes to the basket instead. No, rebound controlled by Cook. Throws it a little behind Parker, who comes back for it. Bryant again. Another three.
He's going to be in the scorer's lap before the night's out. I mean, he was out there.
Kobe 2 for 4 in the early going, both of them threes. He's got 6, Pierce has got 7. Gomes needs a little help, puts it on the floor, has it knocked away, comes up with it, gets it over to Wally, open jumper, no. Rebound controlled by Odom, outlet pass Bryant, and Delonte, a nice job giving up the foul. That's his first, just the second on the team. There have been 3 team fouls on the Lakers here in the first 5.5 minutes or so. Mike Woman, Tom Heinsohn here at the Staples Center in LA. Glad you could join us on a Sunday night. Paul Pierce, little homecoming. So far, the home cooking has been good. Bryant misses that three. He's getting deeper and deeper with those, isn't he? Delonte right back at him. Rebound to Bryant.
This could be a shooting gallery tonight.
Cook says, why not? That's a 2. And the Lakers have their biggest lead at 15-11. matchup one-on-one with Kobe. Takes him across the lane, lost the dribble, came back outside to Serbiak though. Delonte finds the rim. Pierce waiting for Bryant, and Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 5:34 left to go here in the first. Kobe shooting him deeper and deeper. He's got a couple of threes, and the Lakers have got a 2-point lead. We're back in a 2-point game. The Lakers have a 15-13 lead, 5:34 to go here first quarter. And so far, Pierce with 7, Bryant with 6. The tendency in this game is for it to become like a mano-to-mano duel between those two. I spoke with Doc Rivers about that before the game.
Well, I don't want to let them go head-to-head. I just want to play the team game and us win it that way. You know, it's so dangerous with Kobe because he does engage the other scorer on the other team a lot. You know, Kobe does what Kobe does, and we want to guard him the best we can. We want to make him work for every catch. But then on the other end, we're going to go to Paul anyway. We're going to go to Wally anyway, but we want to do it through our team play. We don't want to get into a game where it's Kobe against anybody.
You've been telling me all year long that you know what Ryan Gomes can do. You don't have to get him out there to see it. He's made a profit out of you here, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes. He's been great, though. I mean, he's been great spirit all year, even though he hasn't played, and now he's playing great. The other night, 17 rebounds. He's so quick to the ball. He understands how to play. And I think the better we get, the better he'll get. I don't think he's one of those guys that would flourish on a team that struggles, but a team that plays well, he's going to keep getting better.
I get a feeling around this bunch, a combination of the post-trade and post-All-Star break that is very much like a new beginning going on here. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think that's very accurate. I think our guys enjoy playing with each other. There's no side issues on this team, and that's really nice. You can coach them. They want to play. They want to play together. They want to do well. They understand that we're a team that is improving, and they want to do that.
Young and improving, like the old John Cougar Mellencamp song, and the Celtics right now down 15-13.
Well, the people that have improved the most, Delonte West, and then Ryan Gomes, who really has gotten a chance to play serious minutes and kind of groove his game. He's not what you call a spectacular player, but he gets the job done big time.
Bryant gets it along the baseline, comes up on the other side, kicks it back out to Parker. His second three is well short, loose underneath. Battle on the floor. Pierce comes away with it. Out of the pack with the ball.
I'll tell you, that's a turning point for Pierce.
Pierce bump in the lane, and then Odom got a block from behind. Here comes Kobe in transition. Delonte awaiting him. Kobe backing his man down, finds Mim for two.
Five guys got to run back fast on defense.
Lakers go back up 4-17-13. Pierce, nice drive down the middle, throws it up off the glass, and Mim has picked up his second foul. Chris was in retreat, but he made contact.
Take a look at Paul Pierce right here. A little crossover, gets him going strong to the hoop. And there's Mim right on Pierce's elbow.
7 rebounds, 7 assists to go with those 37 points for Paul. And the win over Portland. The Celtics coming in 2-1 on this trip. Kwame Brown's going to come into the game as Mim has to take a seat. Kwame Brown has been kind of a monumental disappointment out here for the Lakers after coming over from Washington. Former #1 pick in the NBA draft.
Well, the rap on him is that he doesn't have good hands. And his offensive game isn't there.
Pierce with 8 points and 4 rebounds here in the first 7+ minutes of this game. Parker nearly lost it out of bounds. Delonte catches up with him to find Kobe down on the baseline. Kobe, double team comes from Serbiak, and it's picked off by Gomes. Good double by Wally. Ryan the other way, looking for some help, and gives it to Serbiak. Back out deep to Delonte. Celtics will reset with 14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, and Ryan Gomes is wide open, and they missed him.
Get it to Pierce. 7 on the clock. Got Cook in a switch. Rafe from the corner comes up short. Kobe, some hustle, but Rafe comes up with the loose ball. Pierce underneath nicely, and a late whistle on Lamar Odom.
There's a heads-up play by Paul Pierce. Nice kick out there by a hustling Rafe LaFrance. And there's the foul from behind. So Rafe to the line for 2. Rafe playing center and not power forward has really changed the makeup of this team. He becomes an extra passer at the center spot, and they have to change their defensive alignment. They had Mims playing Gomes there for a while because Gomes was playing inside the paint, inside the free throw line, and they had their power forward Cook defending against LaFrance.
Rafe makes it a 1-point game at 17-16. 4 minutes straight up to go here, first quarter. Kobe off the bounce.
Yeah, he's about an inch bigger than Paul Pierce, and really gets up high and overpowers people with his leap.
Wally got a step on his man, finds Delonte open for about a 10-footer. Can't get that to fall. Bryant the other way. Delonte continues to struggle a bit. Good play by Pierce. And Wally is alone on the break for 2.
I'll tell you, that is a Tommy Point defensive play by Paul Pierce. He had them all,
he did.
And he read it perfectly. Nice little smile on Pierce's face.
Yeah. Oh, as you say, he just really enjoys playing here in Los Angeles. Some guys would see it as a lot of pressure to come home and play in front of your mom. Local fans. Kobe gambled and lost. Pierce takes it right to Parker, goes 360 and got fouled.
That's great ball movement.
We're going to get a timeout. Pierce will be at the line when we come back. 2:50 to go in the first. Lakers clinging to a 1-point lead. Lakers #1 fan, as always, on hand here tonight. Jack Nicholson, who just came by to say hello to my pal Tom Heinsohn, as he always does. Hey, Celtic fans, Remax of New England and the Boston Celtics are giving you the chance to have your home driveway made over Celtic style. Now, complete with the new basketball hoop equipment and more, the home court program will show off your Celtics pride. The winner will also participate in the Celtics basketball clinic in their hometown, hosted by a Celtic player or legend. Now, for more information, get to your application. You can get your application by logging on to Celtics.com. Remax of New England, an official sponsor of the Boston Celtics. Paul Pierce, now very much the veteran of this basketball team, and I was talking to him the other day, and he enjoys very much the role of mentor.
Well, I've seen a couple of them grow right before my eyes and mature, and I'm just here to be like an anchor for them. You know, whenever they need something, they got the coaches there. Whenever they need something on or off the court, I can really be there to show them, talk to them when they're down, and let them know that everything is going to be all right. You know, I just try to be as positive as I can because I was once in their position.
Gerald Green, probably the guy that I see Paul working the most with. And Gerald, of course, responded very well the other night when he got an opportunity to play. Came up with career numbers in minutes, points, and rebounds. Maybe we'll see Gerald here tonight. Who knows? Kobe is 3rd in the month of February, even though he's 1st overall. And you can see Paul up at 32.9 for the month. And he's off to a good start here tonight. He's got 9 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds still to go in the first quarter. 5 of 7 now at the free throw line here early. Might be first tie of the game at 19. Tony Allen is going to be first off the Boston bench here tonight. Bryant kicks it out with 4 on the shot clock. Cook, he misses the 3. Good offensive rebound by Odom. Goes back to Cook. And he knocks down a little pull-up.
That kid's pretty good.
Yeah, he has played well for the Lakers, Cook has.
I watched him work him out, and they had him with rubber bands or one of those stretcher things on his knees pulling, and he had to hop like a kangaroo. That's the first time I ever saw a drill like that.
Pierce in the paint again, had it knocked away by Parker, but a foul was called. And Paul's going to get a couple more free throws. This will be his 8th and 9th free throws of the first quarter. Here's Tony Allen checking in.
Well, he's being very aggressive, Paul Pierce. He is going to the hoop.
Yeah, no question. That's still a big number in the first quarter. That'd be 36 free throws over the course of the game.
It's entirely possible he will get there. Now,
Second foul on Parker.
Don't get me started here.
No, I don't think it started. There, he bounces that one home. Double figures now for Paul in the quarter. He's got 10, 6 of 8 at the line. 2 of 4 from the field.
He's not shooting them with the confidence he's had. He's flipping them up, and then he's walking away before following through with the shot. And well, as a consequence, he's missed some. You got to hang in there until the ball, just like an outside shot.
Paul in some pretty nice company there with John Havlicek. This is the Celtics' final game in the month of February, so Paul's going to put a number up there for other guys to shoot at. Celtics have been to the line 13 times in this game. The Lakers have yet to get to the free throw line. Bryant rims out a three, rebound controlled by Tony Allen.
Well, the reason they haven't gone to the free throw line is because they're not going to the hoop. Kobe's shooting threes.
They are taking a lot of jump shots. Inside to Gomes. Turns into traffic and squeezes it home.
Boy, he squeezed it right by Kwame Brown.
Celtics grab the lead back at 23-21. Bryant will get his initial trip to the line. Couldn't get the layup to go down. And Pierce picks up his first foul.
Watch this play right here by Gomes as Kobe tries to go after him. There's the up fake. He got fouled on the play on the up fake. So he squeezed it by. Kobe Bryant goes to the line, but Gomes is really a wily inside player. More and more, you know who he reminds me of? I harken back to a player way back, and it may be a little bit early to say this, but Wes Unseld. He reminds me a little bit of what Wes Unseld did. Rebound and outlet the ball. And really play inside the free throw line and play inside very effectively.
I'll have to take him out to eat a few times to get him that Wes Unseld body.
Well, by the time he's through with his career, he's going to be like Wes Unseld. He matures up. He's got the shoulders and the legs for it.
Orion Green in the Boston lineup. Taking that to the basket again. And once again, the whistle seems to come late, but it came.
Oh, they got hit.
He did get hit without question, but you got to admit it.
It was late.
It was late.
Well, here comes Ryan. They dared him to go there, and
Brian Scalabrine has come in, and Ray Florence is out of the lineup. Phil Jackson probably is going to let the officials know about this 13-2, soon to be 15-2 edge in free throws for the Celtics. Double-doubles in his last couple of games, including that 17-rebound effort the other night. Only Andrew Bogut, the #1 pick in the entire NBA draft, has had a 17-rebound game in the rookie class that the Ryan is a part of, so he's in some nice company there. Ryan taking, 52nd or something like that in the draft? Bogut taking #1?
Well, Ryan was what they thought was a tweener, and I think he's a two-position player. And the further he goes into his career, the more he's going to be able to play the three. But he is a terrific power forward.
Kwame Brown got a good spot inside. Neither tip would go. Orion Green comes up with it. Loops it ahead to Pierce. Pierce takes it into the paint. Steps back. Kobe chases him, tries to force it into Gomes, and Vujacic came up with the rebound, or the steal rather. He gets it over to Cook. Final minute here, first quarter. The Celtics a 1.24-23 lead. Scalabrine's out there on Kobe. Kobe sends it to Cook. When you play with the Lakers, you get a lot of good looks, don't you? People concentrating so hard on Kobe.
Well, that's the way they were going at two. I mean, 2 and 3 guys on Paul Pierce, and he'd find the open guys. Only they have put outside shooters on their roster to help keep the middle open.
Pierce was looking for a 2-for-1 there, but was called for the travel as he made his move to the bucket. And the Celtics might get it back again. There's about a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kobe, who didn't like the pass from Vujacic, looked back at him. and gets 2 inside. The Celtics going to have plenty of time here. 11 seconds on the final possession.
That was a terrific up fake. I don't care who was defending him. They were in trouble.
Double team. They get it over to Scalabrine. A deep 3 from Bryant. And the Laker lead is going to be 1. So the shootout between Kobe and Pierce comes as advertised. 12 for Kobe, 11 for Pierce. And a 1-point game at the end of 1. 25-24. Celtics holding on to the early advantage here. Second quarter action from the Staples Center. Coming your way in just a moment. Celtics and Lakers going at it here at the Staples Center. One of the, if not the best rivalry in all of sports. Certainly the longest rivalry. And all the stars have turned out here tonight. Jim Carrey is in the house. Put a camera in front of Jim Carrey, he'll give you a shot. There it is, 25-24. Boston up by 1.
Well, that's a stare to shake up any official.
He was just kind of,
any referee would be totally shaken by that look.
He was going to outlast that shot. George has come into the game for the Lakers. The Lakers go for scoring with Kobe on the bench. They go to Lamar, and he gets 2.
Yeah, it went to his right hand. They took away his left and forced him to cross over. And tough shot for
Celtics have
Odom.
Orient Green, Brian Scalabrine, Ryan Gomes, Tony Allen, Paul Pierce on the floor. Deflected by George. Pierce checks the clock now. Ball, little fall away goes. Knew the shot clock was running down and responded. 13 now for Pierce on 3 of 5 from the field, 7 of 9 at the line. 4 rebounds in the game. Odom, little fumble, has to come back out and get it. Rebound taken down by Gomes. A lot of Greens on the floor. Devin Green is out there right now, and he commits the foul on Tony Allen down on the baseline.
That's a good look. Got it up to the man on the baseline who was going to be able to go one-on-one. Take a look at this nice drive by Paul Pierce. Draws the crowd there and then falls away. That's the second time he's used the fall away, and it's working.
There are New England Ford dealer first quarter stats. 40% shooting for the Lakers. Celtics down on 33. They have been shooting about much better than that. A 2 rebound edge to LA. Wally in the game, and Paul will get his first rest. 30 out to George. George thought that Wally had popped him with an elbow and turned to the official. Scalabrine turns to the basket too hard. Tipped home nicely. There's the old Tony Allen.
That's the Tony Allen. Got this position right in front of the rim and never gave it up.
I haven't seen him up in that on that floor in a while. He's called for a hand check outside.
The one thing that Tony Allen really brought to the Celtics was a fearless attitude in close to the basket, getting in there and really playing hard off the board.
Cook. And a foul is whistled on Scalabrine. Ryan thought he had done a pretty good defensive job on Cook in the baseline, but the official said no.
I'd like to see if that was a walk. How does this guy get that far? One step.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. It's the official airline of the NBA. Cook misses the first free throw. Lakers are now 2 of 3 at the line. The only 2 free throws they had in the first quarter belonged to Kobe Bryant. The Celtics are 12 of 15. But the Lakers have taken 27 shots. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the house tonight. Tony Allen up and under. Nice job getting by Cook.
Yeah, a heads-up play by Scalabrine as their entire defense was up, going to challenge any pass to the middle. He just went over the top of it, found Tony Allen wide open.
Celtics back up by a hoop here at 30-28. George will try. Misses the shot. Rebound. Scalabrine throws it away. Vujacic to the basket. And Scalabrine got there late for the foul.
There's one thing that you got to say about Brian Scalabrine. He is a scrapper. Redheads are like that.
Yeah, you would know that firsthand.
I know that. I know that. There's a redhead in Needham.
You know that from experience, I think. She's one of the all-time scrappers, too. Here's a look at Brian going for it.
Yeah, and comes him out of nowhere. You know, he made a heck of an attempt trying to save the ball from going out of bounds. Unfortunately, he guessed wrong on who was open, and but he came back and tried to erase the mistake.
That was not a boo you heard while we were in that replay. Luke Walton has come into the game. Kurt Rambis down there on the LA bench. Gomes, a little handoff fumbled by Orion Green with 7 on the shot clock. Tony off the top. Ryan Gomes comes up with an offensive rebound. Double teamed in the corner, skips it on a cut to Green. Orion had it knocked away. Vujicic. George just didn't know what to do with that. Vujicic comes up shooting and buries the jump. The kid's a good jump shooter.
Well, all those kids from Europe, they're good shooters. Otherwise, they wouldn't be over here. The problem normally when I come over is how to play defense.
Lakers go back up by 2. Rodiak points out George gets a hand in the passing lane. Celtics a little unsure of themselves here, and that's knocked out of bounds by George. And we're going to get a timeout. 8:37 left to go. We are in the first half at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The Lakers by 2. Lakers and Celtics have been involved in some of the classic games of all time. Let's go back to 1984, Game 7 between these two. This was a famous game where Cedric Maxwell says, "Hey, just get on my back, boys. I'll take you the rest of the way."
It's over. The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions in a grueling 7-game series with the Los Angeles Lakers.
It feels great. Whatever happened to the Los Angeles Dynasty? You guys were talking about a dynasty. Here's where it is, right here. That's the dynasty.
Classic red right there. Classic red. Cedric Maxwell, MVP of that final series. Now doing the color broadcast, of course, with Sean Grandy on radio. Here's his partner in crime.
Well, with the second unit that the Celtics have out there, they've gotten some mileage out of this group.
Scalabrine takes it right to the basket for 2.
And caught Walton napping.
Walton gets it on the other side. Bill's son Luke gets it back on a cut, comes up underneath and gets 2. Rayful French is going to come back in the Boston lineup here in a moment. Teams trading baskets. Kobe is back on the floor. Pierce remains on the Boston bench. Ryan Gomes went on with the shot, just a little short. Quickly to Walton, inside to Mim. Wins it out, and Gomes comes away with it.
Well, he got super position on the fast break. He ran right down the paint and then sealed Ryan off. Out-muscled Ryan.
Ryan has played 16 minutes in this game, more than anybody else. Scalabrine, no. Long rebound taken down by Walton. 5 rebounds for Ryan Gomes in those 16 minutes. He's the leading rebounder in the game. Walton looking for Kobe on the backdoor cut. The kick ball is called. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes LaFrentz in, and Ryan Gomes will get his first rest. Saw Ryan Gomes yesterday. Do you believe this? I saw him in the Nike store buying his own sneakers. I said, you have to be the only professional basketball player in the world who's buying his own sneakers. He said, hey, they don't have the ones I like, and I don't have a sneaker deal. So he was standing there with 3 boxes in his hands. Actually, he told me he had gone shopping in a discount store for them. Couldn't find the ones he wanted. So we have to go to the Nike store right off Rodeo Drive. I'm sure there's a little bit of a markup in that particular store.
That's what happens when you're a second-round draft pick.
That's right.
No sneaker deal.
You don't get a sock deal. You don't get anything.
Nothing. Don't even get a lollipop.
Kobe is short. Rebound controlled by Walton. Rebounds are 17 apiece in the game. Bryant to the basket. And he's going to get himself to the free throw line. Tony Allen is called for that foul. That's his second.
Here comes Kobe.
Initiating all the contacts, Kobe did.
We get a shot at Jack, who's now happy that the Lakers are getting to the free throw line.
Well, they are starting to get to the line a little bit more. Kobe's
hey, Jack, look at the smile. He's got a smile. They're getting to the free throw line now.
He's got a guy next to him there. The guy he's giving the look to has got a UMass sweatshirt on there. That's all.
He's a Jersey guy. He's a Jersey guy.
Kobe's 4 of 4 at the line, 14 points. Pierce has 13. Lakers lead 36-32. Delonte West back at the point for Boston. Pierce back on the floor. Delonte takes the line to the basket, count it, and Vujacic is called for a push as Delonte went by.
This is what Delonte can and should be doing a lot more of, taking it strong to the hoop, and he beat his defender so easy that time. Came off the pick, had 2 steps on his defender.
Career high 30 points at Phoenix.
Okay, this kid is going to be something else. And when we talked about earlier him becoming the point guard now without Ricky Davis and just Paul Pierce, now he has to do more. He's going to be more in control of the ball.
Kobe is going to get a chance for a three-point play. 5 of 10 shooting now for Bryant. He's got 16.
He just made a simple cut, beat the Celtics, and came from the weak side wide open.
Second foul.
Celtics were playing a little bit of a zone there. He got inside it.
Second foul on Raef LaFrentz, 35 points per game, leading the NBA. Also in the top 10, I believe, in steals. Lakers extend their pressure. Delonte beats Mim to the corner. Finds Wally open, steps in with a shot, and buries a 3.
Now that's what I mean by Delonte. He took 2 people out of the play, beat them with the dribble, and somebody else had to adjust, and that's why Serbiak ended up wide open.
Wally now 2 for 5. Kobe deep, rubs off Allen, and gets 2. Kobe's got 19. Next highest scorer has 5 for the Lakers. Delonte again beats his man to the basket, throws it up. That's a goaltend on George. Delonte looks like he can get where he wants to on Vujacic, and that got Phil Jackson's attention too, and he calls a timeout. 6:04 left to go. We are in the first half. 41-40, Lakers by 1. All the stars out tonight. Regis is in the house. You know, he's a big Laker fan. He was a big Notre Dame guy. And he was a big Laker fan. Hey, Celtic fans. The Celtics are pleased to introduce the new Boston Celtics Children's Hospital license plates. Apply for yours today and support both the team and the nation's leading pediatric medical center. Applications can be found online at www.celtics.com and at all Boston Celtic home games. For more information, log on to Celtics.com or call 617-624-4920. Talk to Paul Pierce earlier on this trip and talk to him about the good young players the Celtics are accumulating.
I'm very encouraged. I see the potential in these guys. I see the work ethic. I see them getting better each and every day. You know, the potential is there. And, you know, as long as they continue to work and have the hunger, and I see that in these young guys. They really have the hunger. And if I could just keep going out there, leading by example, showing them what it's going to take to get to that next level as a player, I think they can get there.
You and Paul very much on the same page with that, I know, Tom?
Yeah, these young guys are competitors. And that's something you don't always get with young players. They come out and they try to really compete, win, beat their man.
Pierce to the bucket, couldn't get it to go.
And the other thing that they do, I think led by Perkins, who's a terrifically hard worker, is attention to detail, to developing their game. And the coaches have been working very hard with them, all of them, and improving their range, like with Ryan Gomes, and even Delonte West with his ball handling and his outside shot, although he doesn't need much work with his outside shot. But all good things you see with this group. I come out and I watch them, the assistant coaches, work them out before the game. Not the warm-ups, but a workout where they drill them on different things. And you see how dedicated these players can be.
8 of 11 now for Pierce at the free throw line, and we're tied at 41. A little over halfway through this second quarter. Kick back out, reversed. Cook couldn't go inside to Bryant where he wanted to go. Now gets it to him. Bryant. Wow. Big time shot there by Kobe. He's got 22 and counting. Waits for French down the baseline. Finds Pierce underneath, and Paul gets two. Good look by Rafe and good cut by Pierce. 16 for Pierce. Kobe running the baseline. LaFrance has him down there as the Celtics are passing him off. Tipped away by Delonte. Big time numbers for Boston here. Kobe is back. Gives it up to Tony Allen, and Tony gets two.
Nice play by Pierce. Made Kobe didn't want to pick up the foul and made Kobe turn his back.
Celtics with a 1-point lead at 45-44. Kobe skips it deep in the corner. Cook comes up firing and knocks down three. Big shot by Cook off the feed from Bryant. Bryant picks up his third assist. Lakers go back up by a deuce, 47-45. Shooting percentages are picking up quite a bit. Celtics struggling from beyond the arc. Pierce stays with it a couple of times, but Bryant comes away with it. LA just content to stand around the line and wait for Kobe to pass it to him, and then whoever gets it shoots a three.
Well, that's what happens when you got a player like Kobe. He starts going on a tear. Next thing you know, everybody else is watching and enjoying.
47-45, Lakers by 2, 4:01 left to go here first half. Enjoying the glow after the Super Bowl win, the bus, Jerome Bettis, is in the house here tonight as he sees his Lakers up by 2. And as always, on either coast, Donnie Wahlberg, one of the biggest Celtic supporters you will find anywhere, sent me an email that said he had just landed at 6 o'clock, was on his way from the airport, would be here for the tip, and he made it. Sitting down there on the baseline with Penny Marshall. Tomorrow is 227.06 as the new era begins on FSN. Tune in for Premiere Week at 6:30 and 10 o'clock beginning Monday as we bring you a week full of some of the biggest names in sports. This week, Doc Rivers, Wally Zerbiak, and David Ortiz, plus many others, join Tangway and Dickerson. And be sure to tune in for the late edition Tuesday night as former Celtic Antoine Walker joins Paul Pierce live in our studio. Join us for Premiere Week beginning Monday on FSN at 6:30 and again at 10. Laker faithful again late on a Sunday afternoon. Interesting start time here, 4:30 on a Sunday afternoon. That will give us a chance to get home tomorrow morning before rush hour as we red-eye it back to Boston. The Celtics have 2 games at home Wednesday and Friday this week. Lots of kids here at the Staples Center. Celtics are going to have West, LaFrance, Gomes, Pierce, and Zerbiak out there. Odom, Brown, Bryant, Cook, and Parker for the Lakers. Smith, who has given up on the headband he was wearing earlier. Rafe off the catch. Does not get a kind roll, and the rebound comes to Kwame Brown. Brown just getting a rebound. Speaking of Saturday here. Pierce picks off the pass underneath. Zerbiak thought about it, skips the pass over to Delonte West, back out to Rafe. They get it to Paul's hand. Kobe there defensively stays with Pierce. 10 in the shot clock.
They allowed one defender to guard two guys that time. And Pierce was trying to decide which one to take.
Wally short with the step away, and it's pulled down by Parker. Gets it over to Bryant. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the half. Kobe giving up the dribble. Parker inside. Kwame Brown. Nope. Tip. Yes. Cook has really been a thorn in the Celtics side here in the first half. He's got 10 points and 4 rebounds. Lakers have a 4-point lead, 49-45. Galante spins from Parker. Serbiak pops out. Back to Galante. Open look from about 15 and wins it out. Rebound taken down by Cook. Galante, 3 of 8. He has struggled a little bit from the floor over the past couple of games after that 30-point night in Phoenix. Kobe keeps on going with the left hand, gets 24 first half points for Bryant on 8 of 13 shooting. Gomes turns on Brown, knocks down the shot.
That's and he will make that shot, I bet you 8 out of 10 times. And he will be able to extend his range, which I've seen him do, out to 18 feet.
Bryant, a deep 3. No. Rebound taken down by Gomes, his 6th. He's got 5 points also in the first half. Galante gets a screen. Gives it up to LaFrance over to Serbiak. Rafe had an open shot as his hand fell down. Back to Rafe. Takes it this time. Rebound Bryant. Rafe just 1 for 5 here. Celtics struggling, shoots 3. They are 1 of 10. And Pierce picks up his 2nd foul.
Watch Kobe right here. And then forced to go to his left hand. Pierce played him beautifully. He's tough. Good dribbler. Just like any really terrific offensive player, the dribbling becomes such an important part of the game. He can get any shot he wants because he's able to dribble and get to the spot he wants to get to.
Bryant now 6 of 6 at the free throw line. 25 first half points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
Well, I've had a lot of guys out here play for the Lakers that scored points.
Lakers got their largest lead, 6. France gets it to Pierce. Bryant there defensively. Bryant is a very good defender. Back outside, Serbiak. Wally. Gomes on the baseline. No. Galante with the follow. Bryant keeps the dribble alive. Now gives it up to Odom. Underneath. Kwame Brown. Lamar Odom, as New England basketball fans know, always an excellent passer. Serbiak. Line drive 3 goes down. Wally's in double figures now with 10 to join Pierce with 16. Bryant leads all scorers with 26. Cook has got 10. 55-52.
This is a fun game.
Entertaining half, you betcha.
All games on this trip have been fun.
Kobe off the bounce. On a cut underneath. They're going to score the basket. And Delonte West is going to pick up the foul. Here's another look. Watch Cook. Is that head and shoulders fake you talk about? Showing the ball, people go after it.
Well, when your point guard has to rotate down there against a power forward, that's tough.
Celtics use a 20-second timeout here. A chance for us to tell you they're coming up on the Nissan halftime report. Greg and Gary in Fort Myers. They'll have an interview with Red Sox manager Terry Francona. So stay tuned for the Nissan halftime report. A little baseball from Fort Myers will be coming your way. Well, Celtics, as always, taken to the road right after the All-Star game, and it was a good start for Boston as the Celtics came out and did a little tune on the Utah Jazz, 103-83, a convincing win to open up the trip. Things got a little rougher the second night, though, as Boston went to Phoenix hung in there for a good portion of the time, but the Suns just had too much at the end. Then Tom came back and joined us in Portland, and the Celtics responded, beating the Blazers thanks to Ryan Gomes, 17 rebounds. And Wally Szczerbiak making some big shots at 25, coming back from that banged-up knee, and we wind up the trip here tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. Ryan Gomes with 5 points and 6 rebounds in this first half. He's played 20 of the 24 minutes. So has Pierce. So has Szczerbiak. Tony Allen has played 10. Cook looking to complete the three-point play. Luke Walton looking to get into the game. He comes in for Kwame Brown. 2 points, 4 rebounds for Brown in 10 minutes. And Cook is the guy here. 13 points.
Yeah, when you have a second scorer, comes around and
Gallegrini for 2 off the nice feed from Delonte West.
It sure was. Delonte had his head up the whole time and found the wide open man.
Lakers will look for the final shot. You can bet this is going to get in Kobe's hands in a minute or so. Odom wanted to give it to him, and Brian said, wait. Now Kobe comes to the ball with 8 on the clock, being chased by Tony Allen. Kobe loses the handle. The Celtics got a chance here. They get it ahead to Allen. Tony did not get it off in time. Did he get fouled? No shot. He did not get fouled either. Tony thought he had got hit. Violet Palmer says no, and it's going to be a 4-point game at halftime. Celtics and Lakers are halfway through here at the Staples Center. Jack is amused by what he sees so far. A lot of familiar faces here in L.A., including Max. 58-54, Lakers by 4. Nissan halftime report when we get back.
Welcome back once again to Staples Center. Halftime continues. The Lakers' first meeting with the Boston Celtics this year, and the Lakers, solid second quarter, up by 4. Well, we have not been disappointed with our marquee matchup, and especially the play of the league's leading scorer, Kobe Bryant. And welcome back once again to downtown L.A. Joel Myers alongside Stu Lance, and we talked about it at the top of the telecast, the league's leading scorer up against Paul Pierce, who out of Inglewood High comes in number 6 in the league at 26.6 per game, and they were really on top of their games in the first 24 minutes.
Well, I would think most people, that's who they paid to see. You know, when you talk about a sporting event, there's somebody that draws you to the arena, and for the Lakers, that is Kobe Bryant. What a first half he enjoyed with 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. The guy is the #1 scorer in the NBA for a reason, and he's showing the Boston Celtics what that reason is. And Paul Pierce, well, he's the leading scorer for the month of February in the NBA, averaging about 31 points. Halfway there at the midway point with 16 and 5 boards. He got the Celtics off to a quick start, but the Lakers rebounded and have a slim halftime lead. When you look at the shooting percentages, everything pretty much equal across the board as far as the field goal percentages. Free throws, the Lakers finally started getting to the line. The Celtics were really beating them there before. A little bit of an advantage in the rebounding department, and the Lakers have to continue to protect the basketball. Only 5 turnovers for the Lakers.
Yeah, I like your points, Stu. Lakers have got to take care of the glass against a team that is not very effective on the boards. And the Lakers, in fact, did pick it up in the second quarter, and 6 of their 24 were at the offensive end. So got to take care of it. It's not a real post presence for the Boston Celtics. Man, looking ahead, and somebody talked to me at halftime about this, and they didn't realize they found some tickets they did not know those tickets were available. So if you would like to join us on Tuesday, come on out and see one of the really good post players in the NBA. And boy, he looks like Mighty Thor. That's Dwight Howard. So pick up your tickets. You can still come out on Tuesday night. There are tickets available for the matchup with the Orlando Magic, and join us. Come on out to Staples Center. And then the Lakers on the road. The back-to-back, it'll be Portland. It'll be the second of a back-to-back because Orlando Tuesday, Portland on Wednesday. And the Golden State Warriors, a big one for the Lakers on the road on Friday before the Lakers come home to face the Pistons on Saturday. Lamar, can't say enough about what he did at the end of the half. The way he got back into play where it looked like an automatic deuce.
Well, it was an automatic deuce. If Lamar doesn't make the nice hustle play, the Celtics go into the break with a little bit more momentum.
Right away, the Lakers try to get it inside, and it's a tardy pass, and it wasn't available anyway.
bad start to that.
Well, when you set up a play coming out of the break, it's great. But if it's not there, you don't run it. You go to the next option.
Foul right away, and they're going to call it a hold on Kobe. You got to be looking at that off the ball. So Kobe gets his first.
Well, you're going to be looking at that off the ball when he's guarding their #1 scorer in Paul Pierce. So that was a play where Pierce tried to come from weak to strong, and Kobe gets called for the hill.
So Kobe had 26. Paul Pierce 16 in the first half on 4 of 8. Paul got to the free throw line. So did Kobe. Kobe 7 of 7. None of the Lakers got to the free throw line in the first 12. Second 12, a different story. Kobe almost, or make it Smush rather, almost took it away, helping out Kobe on that lazy bounce entry, looking for Pierce.
That's where you almost bait them into making that play. You know they want to go to Pierce, so you act like you're not going to be there, and then as soon as he gets ready to deliver, you just slip back and steal the ball.
You know, the Celtics feel like they're picking things up with their new additions and the youngsters in particular, as they're going to call a reach. Bit of a second right away on Kobe. They call the hold. Wednesday night, they lost to the Suns in Phoenix 103-94, but they did beat the Blazers. The Boston Celtics won that 102-96 on Friday night. Pierce had 37 in that game. Zerbiak with 25. But the real pick-me-up for them, it was Ryan Gomes with 17. The rear rebound high for Ryan Gomes. They're coming off a win and a day off. Now shot clock deep. Pierce all the way to the hole, hard to the hole. Big right hand from Paul Pierce. 2-point lead for the Lakers. Boy, look of determination there.
Well, I'd say if you're going to venture in there, that's the way you finish it. Don't go in waltzing and come up slow.
Kobe bumped from behind, and he got that foul from Gomes, spinning on his pivot foot. Smart play.
Good play by Paul Pierce, traveling to the paint and going above the rim to throw one down over Chris Vim as Chris got over there a little late, really didn't elevate like he wanted it, paid the price.
Boy, he almost lost it. That is real good control with one hand, because you can see it climb out of his hand as Smush throws it away. So 2 early turnovers for the Lakers. We haven't played a minute of the third. Boy, out of the locker room.
I'd call a quick timeout. I really would. I wouldn't give this team the opportunity to make another mistake. I'd be on them right now to make sure their focus was where it should be.
And that's what Phil was talking about the third quarter against the Clippers. The lack of focus and that determination that wasn't there. Wake them up in a hurry. Pierce beyond the arc for the lead. And nobody got there in time, so lucky for the Lakers, Lamar picks it up with a 2-point lead. Lakers yet to score. It took them better than 2 minutes into the game to get a point. Lamar setting up Smush for 3. That was a brick, but Lamar tapped it. Now they're going to call a loose ball foul. Lamar's got the length that he doesn't need the contact. He's upset because there may not have been that kind of contact down low.
It really didn't seem like that much as Lamar just reached up and tipped it out of Paul Pierce's hands. So official on the spot said there was enough contact to warrant a whistle.
Lamar with about 4 inches on Paul Pierce, so you can understand why he was upset. 2-point lead for the Lakers. On the pick and roll, Pierce to his strong side again. Another layup and a foul. Lakers right now not out of the they're on the floor, but they're still in the locker room for some reason.
Well, their bodies are on the floor.
Right,
their minds are still in the locker room. Again, just a little change of direction and right back to the paint. Easy opportunity this time. The easiest 3-point play that Paul Pierce will get in this ball game as he's looking to give the Celtics the lead.
Well, that's the way he started the game, going right to the rack. And their first 5 points. And now he's got the first 5 points of the second half. So the Celtics out of the locker room take a 59-58 lead on the Lakers. Don't even want to bring up Groundhog Day, but it seems like that movie. Same as the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. Now Brian Cook, quick catch and shoot, and he gives the Lakers the lead. So Brian Cook, the only other one besides Kobe in double figures, and Brian's up to 15 and counting. They need it.
They need some smart play on the defensive end. That's where they need the majority of their work in this ball game.
Pierce forced to his weak side. Sets up Ryan Gomes. Back on top is Boston. 61-60. Pierce on the assist. That's only his second. Gomes with 7 points now. So the Lakers had only 5 turnovers the entire first half. They've already got 2 over the first 2.5 here in the second. It'll count if it goes. Yes, Smush with a stutter step through the contact from Delonte West.
Free throws coming to Smush. First time he's been to the charity stripe this month. So let's see what he does about reacquainting himself with that position. He's looking for points number 4 and 5 with 2 successful throws here.
And Smush is not going to be a guy that gives you a ton of assists, so you better do little things well. He had 4 turnovers, and that's the reason I bring it up, Stu. It wasn't a great game against the Clips.
No, I mean, when you turn the ball, when you're the point guard and you're not running the type of offense that really creates opportunities for you to turn it over, then your turnover should be a lot lower.
He gets 1 of 2 and ties it at 61 for the Lakers. Works against Delonte West. Pierce coming off the high screen. Kobe tried to take it away from behind. They wanted to walk. Instead, it's West setting up Ryan Gomes. So they get it again right next to the rim. Guards that are getting inside.
They're getting just about anything they want here in the third quarter.
2-point lead for the Celtics at 63-61. Gomes up to 9 points now. Lamar thrown out of the play by LaFrance. Look back at the official. Cook tried to tie it. Lamar snatches it, wants to go back up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So another nice work on inside. Nice work on the boards by Lamar.
They're doing a good job, but the one thing that I'd like to see Lamar really try to concentrate on in the offseason is being able to complete 3-point plays where he's got the opportunity, the contact concentration drills where you know you're going to get fouled, but you must focus on the target. He has an opportunity here for 2 free throws, but quite frankly should be sitting on a 3-point opportunity.
And now hopes to get 1 out of it. Celtics, 4 of their first 5 field goals go down. 7 of their last 8 overall. You go back to the second. As Devin George is going to check in. Chris Mim sits down. 4 points and a board, 3 fouls for Chris. Like Brian Cook, who also has 3 fouls. Only Lakers right now in foul trouble.
Still trying to find some energy as Lamar misses both free throws. Trying to find some energy, and Devin has been pretty good about coming in off the bench, providing some energy.
Yep, Zerbiak spotted up and West saw him and found him spacing out there, and an early timeout for a very lethargic Laker group.
And the fans are not going to stand for this much longer, as the Celtics, who were down by 4 at the intermission, have come out here in the third, led by Paul Pierce, and they've gone ahead with a 12-3 run.
We're back in Los Angeles where the Celtics off a 14-4 run have got a 66-61 lead. 8.5 to go here in the third. Fans, Miller Lite and the Boston Celtics are giving you the chance to win the ultimate VIP experience for you and your friends. Enter to win a VIP experience for 20 people, including tickets to a game, photos on the court, and a whole lot more. For official rules and how to enter, visit Celtics.com. Miller Lite, an official sponsor of the Boston Celtics. All night long, we've been giving you bits and pieces of a conversation I had earlier this week with Paul Pierce, and I talked to him about his goals for the last 27, 28 games here of the season.
Well, I just want us to grow. I want us to start developing that chemistry. After the trade, we brought in Wally. We've been banged up, really haven't had a chance to play a lot of games to where we really get to know each other. So that's key. We got to get healthy, get our core guys together, and just get better each and every night. We're playing tough basketball where we're in games, but, we're losing them toward the end. But we're going to have to learn from it.
Well, the Celtics have learned well on this trip as they have a chance for a 3-1 road trip here tonight. And Paul Pierce and Wally Zerbiak get a little bit better and more comfortable with each other with every game that goes by, Tom.
Yeah, and Wally will play really well within this system. He doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. He gets himself open without the ball. There's the hard push, and all of a sudden Wally's down there with his hustle, wide open. And Delonte just easy pass for a 3.
Devin Green has come into the game number 11 at the point for the Lakers. Smith Parker not doing much out of that position. Bryant looks like he wants to get to the hoop. 28 now for Kobe. Lakers back to within 3, 66-63. Green slaps it away from Delonte. And Delonte also hit across. Comes up for a jumper. Goes down.
That's what I like to see. This kid getting his range and really look for his shot.
Picking up his shooting here now, 5 of 10. He's got 11 points. He's the third Celtic in double figures tonight. That goes out of bounds off the airmail. Unusual airmail there from Kobe. Boston by 5 and the ball. West gets it across, gives it up to Pierce. George is covering Pierce right now. He's taking Bryant off him. Pierce is fouled by George.
Yeah, Pierce got hurt on that. Got kneed by George.
Pierce in the act of shooting.
Yeah, Pierce. No, it's one-on-one. They're over the limit.
They're over the limit already.
Yep.
How about that? 7:32 to go.
Well, they got within 23 seconds, 2 quick fouls on Kobe.
Right. You coaches watch that.
Absolutely. I was right on that now. Watch this. Here comes Pierce, and watch the knee go right into Pierce's leg. Boom. And that'll hurt tomorrow. They'll need some ice tonight.
Comes right back to Pierce. Makes the shot. Celtics have the largest lead of the night, 71-63. Bryant is going to offensively, I think, try to take this game over here pretty soon for the Lakers. He and Cook have been the only two who have been able to score in this game. Green and Cook, he gets 2 more.
That's a nice play by the lead.
Cook's had a 28-point game this year. He's on a pace for that right now. He's got 17 with 7 to go in the third. Delonte dribbles through a crowd, goes to Gomes. And a blocking foul is called on Lamar Odom. So the Celtics aggressively continue to take the ball to the basket.
That was a great up fake by Gomes to get Odom to commit himself.
Doc Rivers very pleased with the play of Ryan Gomes, as well he should be. As a starter, Ryan has more than responded to the call, but it was one of those things where I would ask Doc at periodic times during the season, what about Ryan Gomes? Are you worried about not getting minutes? And he kept saying to me, we know how this kid can play. We know he's a good player. We're not worried about that. When he gets his minutes, he'll show it. And he was right on the money with that.
He's not the type of player, though, that you can put in for 4 minutes and all of a sudden he does something. He's a guy that knows how to play the game. And because he knows how to play the game, he's going to do a lot of positive things. But he's not a sensational player. So he's a guy that really, if he plays a lot of minutes, is really going to come up shining.
4th Celtic in double figures tonight. Gomes is now with 11 points and 6 rebounds in 26 minutes. And Boston's up by 8 with 6:49 to go in the third. Comes to Bryant. Gives it up to Cook. Cook finally misses one, and Gomes comes up with his 7th rebound. Delonte. Rafe LaFrance, who has been cold, knocks that one down.
Oh, that was so well done by Delonte. He just taunted that defense. Beautifully done.
Lakers want a timeout. The first double-digit lead of the game belongs to Boston. 75-65.
Second to go. Susie throws it high in the air, and the Boston Celtics are the world champions. Celtics 112, the Lakers 109.
I'm going to tell you something. I hope everybody that's been writing about those Lakers and the fact that we were dead, I hope they know who won the world championship. Now, they got a great ball club, seriously. But we're not dead, and we're not about to lie over for anybody. Well, just a wonderful thing, wonderful. It was right out here on their home court.
Classic moments with the Celtics and the Lakers through the years, and we know Red is probably watching back home in Washington. We send out our best to him, one of the all-time great Celtics and a great Laker. Bill Sharman, coach here in Los Angeles.
He brought them their first championship out in Los Angeles, and he really brought the old-time Celtic style to the Lakers, up-tempo basketball that they were playing consistently during the era of Magic Johnson and Kareem and James Worthy. But Bill Sharman is the guy that got them in that groove, and he was very responsible for setting up that basketball team that won the title.
Celtics have still picked up the offense here in the third, 8 of 9 shooting. And they have the first double-digit lead by either side. Green couldn't get it over to Bryant on the right. They come the other way to Odom. Cook, as it deflected by Pierce, comes back to Odom. Odom gives it up. Rebound, controlled by Ryan Gomes.
Okay, that kid carves out room.
Celtics, of course, doing this with Kendrick Perkins and Al Jefferson watching. Delonte to the basket, no. Kept alive. Ryan Gomes counted the foul.
That's hustle. Tummy point for Ryan Gomes. Of course, they don't know what tummy points are out here. This is a typical tummy point. Hard move. And there's Ryan just sticking that mid in there and then putting it back up. Nobody on this team does it better than Ryan Gomes on the offensive boards.
Yeah. Phil Jackson's made some interesting move here as he's brought in Walton, Turiaf, and Vujicic to play with Green and Bryant. So now Green comes out as Vujicic comes in and George stays out there. Jackson not happy with the effort of Odom, I do believe, off of that last play.
Well, they're going to go small right now in hopes that they can catch the Celtics. The Celtics are in a zone type of defense. And they're going to bring in their big outside guns.
12 is the Boston lead as Ryan couldn't convert the free throw. 13 and 9, the numbers for Gomes right now as he searches for still another double-double. Turiaf. Bryant with 3 in the shot clock, tries to bank it home, can't. West is able to take it away from Turiaf, blows by Vujicic.
You gotta like that.
Delonte West, and Boston's got a 14-point lead. Kobe shut off nicely by Pierce. Vujicic looking for 3. No, rebound. Bryant. The 2. Now, he's not going to disappear, that's for sure. 4:45 now left to go in the third. Celtics the ball in a 12-point lead. Ribia comes up shooting. Turiaf with the miss. Kobe covered by Zerbiak. They go to Walton. 2 number 4s matched up. George misses a 3. Rebound. That's going to be a foul, I think. Oh, no. Oh, it was going to be on Turiaf over the top. No, the foul is called on Ryan Gomes. That's a second on Ryan.
Let's take a look at watch this great move by Delonte. The whole defense, and there was Kobe trying to measure him. And Delonte said,
Turiaf trying to go on the French in the crowd. Dumps it inside to Bryant. They'll make friends that way. And Kobe got fouled. Second foul on Wally. Here's another look.
2 shots.
Kobe is at the strike. 30 and counting for Bryant. He's a perfect 8 for 8 at the free throw line. And 6 straight points out of the Lakers make a 14-point lead 8. Make it 10, excuse me.
that should have been a 2-shot foul there.
Gomes. They get it to Pierce, covered by George. George trying to get physical with Pierce. And Pierce is going to get to the free throw line. Whereas when Bryant plays Pierce, it's athleticism against athleticism. George is physical.
Well, George is trying to really jam him, and it just gets right by George. I mean, Pierce, once he drops the ball, you've got to step back. And George wasn't doing that. George was just flat out trying to muscle him.
10 of 15 shooting now for Pierce at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's going to have a talk with himself.
He's not happy at all with his free throw shooting.
Don't back away, because all of a sudden you lose your touch when you back away.
Bryant. Offensive foul on Kobe Bryant as Paul Pierce stepped in. And Bryant picks up his third.
Watch this as Pierce is right there. Nicely done by Pierce.
Delonte gets it across.
That's taking one for the team.
Celtics go back to Paul. He's got Bryant on him this time. Backs him down, spins away, gets two.
Boy, they were trying to double him coming to the middle, and he would have none of it. What a super play by Pierce.
27 now for Paul and counts Bryant. Wrapped up by Pierce.
Take a look at Pierce. Now here comes a double from the right of your screen, and he just whips right around Kobe.
And here's the foul.
Pierce.
Ten now for Kobe. Lakers are 15 of 19 at the line. The Celtics are 19 of 26. Kobe's got 11 straight, and 11 is the difference in the game, 82-71. Delonte. George back on Pierce. The French come to set the screen, and a foul is called on Turioff.
Turioff had a heart operation, and he's just back recently into the Laker lineup.
Yeah.
He was their #1 pick. Played up at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
A lot of fanfare about him.
He had a big-time college career. Pierce for his 17th free throw attempt. Boston has it back up to 12. Their largest lead was 14. (13 of 18 shooting for Pierce at the line.
How many fouls on Pierce?
3. And 3 on Bryant. Bryant spins with the left hand, no less. Taken by Gomes. Got Delonte with him, and Bryant tries to cover blindside and couldn't get there in time. They give it to Pierce, and his pass a bit too hard for Ryan.
Well, he was open, trying to whip one through. Best you could have done with that is knock it down and then pick it off the floor.
Turioff sends it back outside. George takes it to the basket, and George is going to get to the free throw line. Rafe LaFrentz picks up that foul on the way by. That's the third on Rafe, and we're going to get ourselves a timeout. We'll take it too. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left to go. We're in the third quarter at the Staples Center here in Los Angeles. And the Celtics, with some nice shooting here in this third quarter, have opened up a 13-point lead, 84-71. We're back in a 13-point game. The Celtics have got the lead, 2:37 to go in the third quarter, a quarter in which the Celtics have gone 11 for 14 from the floor. Hey, register as a sports nut on FSNNewEngland.com and enter tonight's Celtics bonus code. There's so many ways to get points and just as many prizes to be won. FSN Sports Nuts. Get points and you can get stuff. It's a great state, Hawaii, isn't it?
If you like the surf.
2:37 left to go. Okay, you don't have to go back. Kobe Bryant, 81. Yep, that's the right number there. 81 against Toronto. 28 of 46 from the field on January 22nd. Lighting up the lights of Jalen Rose when he was back there with Toronto. 18 of 20 from the free throw line and being able to do pretty much anything he wanted to do. 55 points coming in that second half and 81 on the night for Kobe Bryant. That puts him next to Wilt, who had the top two before that. Of course, a 100-point game in Hershey, Pennsylvania back in 1962. Chamberlain also had a 78-point game. David Thompson sneaking onto that list with 73. Does anyone ever get 100 in a game again?
I don't think so, because they don't play the tempo game, and it's tough to get 100 points for a team, let alone a guy.
Yeah, right. They'll score about 140 here. Little exchange going on between Mr. Nicholson and Mr. Heinsohn at the moment, so Tommy's not.
He's smiling at me.
Yeah. Look at that. How many times NBA teams have scored fewer than 81. 170 times.
They don't tempo the game. And that little thing that we just showed about Wilt and Elgin Baylor with the 40 points, all of that was.
Lakers extend their pressure. Pierce brings it across, and now he'll set the offense up. Celtics are already down 14 in the shot clock. Pierce runs into Turioff, comes back the other way, sends it to Galante. Back to Pierce, 6 on the clock. Pierce, Galante, nice unselfish play by Pierce. Big rebound by Gomes.
Oh, wow! Give him a Tommy point!
15 and 11, the numbers now for Gomes. Just ripped that away from Turioff. 86-73, Boston by 13 with under 2 to go. Vujovic knocks down a three. He wanted a 4. He looked over to the official, said it was foul. Come on, son. 86-76. Celtics go to Pierce, knocked away by George, stolen back. Pierce picks it up, takes the two, rejected by Turioff, and Boston ball. Absolutely Boston ball. When he pointed the other way, I thought it was an old-fashioned force out. You don't have that in the NBA. George went out of bounds with the ball.
Well, here's Turiev as Pierce is going to attack the rim, and Turiev comes from a weak side and just takes it away. Nice block.
Celtics get a fresh 24 seconds on the clock here off the inbounds pass, so they're in no hurry. 1:31 to go, 10-point game, third quarter. Boston the ball and the lead. Into Scalabrine. Covered by Walt. Gets it back to Galante. Bryant is chasing Serbiak right now. Pierce. Traffic. Count it, the foul! Big time shot.
Kobe's showing you some things. This is a finesse shot by Paul Pierce. Watch this. Draws the crowd and then goes underneath the defender. What a play. There was the hit by George from just with his foot. Knocked Pierce off balance.
Pierce now with 31 to Bryant's 34.
Well, we had a shootout with LeBron and Pierce.
I think we're getting a 40 for each of these guys tonight. Pierce misses another free throw. He's missed 6 of them in the game. Bryant. Score the basket and the foul. And if it's Pierce, it's going to be his 4th. And it is. Now, Orion Green, who was originally going to come in for somebody else, is now going to come in for Pierce.
That's a nice play. Here's Pierce trying to stop it and trying to do to Turiev what Turiev did to him. And there's Pierce picking up his fourth.
So Paul will go to the bench with 31 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists.
That was a nice pass by Kobe. He drew 3 defenders, and he made the pass on a spin move, which is tough to do, pick somebody up.
He's got 5 assists on the night. 88-79. Let's see where the Celtics go for their offense now with Pierce out of the lineup. Delonte. And the foul's on Turiev.
You know, that blitzing right now, nobody knows how to call that play anymore. And the coaches,
in terms of the officials don't know how to call it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. They don't know how to call it. And the players don't know how to play it.
That would make for a tough situation.
Yeah. And what they seem to do is call it on the young players. So that, you know, they'll learn, you know, call it on the young players. How many times you see Perkins, they'll call it on Perkins, the same type of play, and on Al Jefferson.
One of 2 for Delonte West. 10-point game again, a minute to go. Celtics are going to extend their pressure. And Bryant looks like he wants to bring it up, gets it over to Vujacic. He sends it up the sideline to Walton. Final minute here, third quarter. Pierce on the bench with 4 fouls. Kobe lost the dribble, gives it back to Walton, who gives it right back to him. Walton smart like his dad was, and Tony Allen is calling for that reaching foul.
Well, that's what they don't want Tony Allen to really go up there and try and make steals against Kobe Bryant. You're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. And Kobe's too nifty. So get down on Kobe. Lower your center of gravity. And make him shoot from the outside. If he hits him, tip your hat. But his real game, where he kind of breaks you down, is what he just did with Turiev. Dribble, get inside, penetrate, and then find an open man going to the basket. That hurts.
Finally missed a free throw, Kobe did. He's 12 of 13 now at the line. Orion Green bringing it up. Gets it across, being chased by George. West, they're going to call a foul on Delonte as he pushed off Vujacic.
Well,
the Lakers get it back.
It was really a good, good place for that to happen, because maybe he'll get in a movie after that one. That was a big action.
Third foul on West. Celtics have Zerbiak, Scalabrini, Allen, Gomes, and Orion Green on the floor right now. As the Lakers are making a run here, they were down 14. Now it's 9. Kobe makes it 7. 37 for Kobe.
Oh, Pierce out of the game.
Let's get it to Orion Green. Orion gets around Kobe. Sends it back out to Wally. Simply wanted to catch and shoot. Couldn't. Down to 8 now on the clock. Gets a screen from Gomes. Gomes rolled to the hoop. They didn't see him. Orion. Big bucket.
2. It's a 2.
It's a big 2. Bryant gets it ahead. Vujacic over the back, no, and Boston's lead will be 9 at the end of 3. Celtics come up with a big third quarter, erase the Laker halftime lead, and the shootout has 12 more minutes left. Paul Pierce, 31 and 5 with 4 fouls on the bench. Kobe, he's got 37. 12 minutes to play at the Staples Center. Boston 91. Lakers. West Coast road trip. Paul Pierce and Doc Rivers felt they had a chance coming in LA, and Paul with 31 is leading the way for Boston. And the Celtics got a 9-point lead with 12 minutes to play. Welcome back inside the Staples Center, everyone. I'm Mike Gorman, and he is Tom Heinsohn.
The only fly in the ointment right now, Mike, is Paul Pierce with 4 personals. But he'll sit down for a little bit. And Wally is in the game. So let's see what they run. And Gomes is not in the game either to give him an inside game.
37-point third quarter for Boston. They get it to Serbiak. Wally back outside to LaFrance. Over to Tony Allen. Tony spins in the lane. Lost it. Got it back. 8 on the shot clock. Gets it to Scalabrini. Bryan outside Serbiak. Oh, nice job by Wally. Nice job with 2 on the shot clock. He draws a foul. He'll get 3 free throws.
There's Scalabrini finding the open man. And it was, what a nice play. That's getting them in foul trouble early.
It's a wily veteran.
Yep. Well, the Celtics have 4 players in double figures. And believe it or not, the Lakers only have 2.
Wally gets a nice bounce on the second one. Bryant also starting this fourth quarter on the bench. He's got 37. Pierce has 31. Rebound and assist numbers pretty even. Wally goes 3 for 3 at the line. Nice way to start the fourth as we take a look at our New England Ford dealer stats through threes. Celtics have it back up to a 12-point game. Swish Parker, who's been on the bench for a long time, is back in. Orion Green's got him. Scalabrini jumps out on him. George down to 3.
Now that's his game.
Let's get it back in the hands of Serbiak. Over to LaFrance. Tony Allen in the paint. Got stripped. Lamar Odom, who also has been absent from this game for a while, sends it back out to Parker. Parker in the paint. Nice move. And a delay of game warning against the Lakers as Parker reached out of bounds and grabbed the ball from Scalabrini. And Violet Palmer was right on top of the call. Ball Pierce. Knocked it back in here in a moment. Scal, little handoff. Tony Allen. In trouble handling the ball. Zerbiak comes up shooting. Nope. Controlled by Triac. Alonte West also is going to come back in the Boston lineup next whistle. Parker passes up a 3. He's going to get a chance for 2 at the line. Scalabrini with the foul. Ryan Gomes also coming back in the Boston lineup.
Take a look at Shmush Parker. Little up fake and takes it strong and gets Scalabrini to commit himself.
So Parker will get 25 free throws to this point for the Lakers tonight. Celtics have been to the line 34 times.
The last guy that I remember playing for Fordham and playing in the NBA was Eddie Conlon. I'm sure there were a couple others after that. But this kid is a Fordham player.
Weston Jones combined for that missed free throw. 6-point game, 94-88. Toronto too hard off the glass. Tips controlled by Parker. Back to Odom. Odom. The 2. And Doc wants a timeout. The Lakers with Kobe Bryant on the bench. That's got to get across to get that timeout, and they do. LA's made a run here. 9:56 to go in the game, and it's down to 4, 94-90. Laker girls performing during the timeout here. 9:56 to go, fourth quarter. The Celtics lead has shrunk to 4, 94-90. Hey, Celtic fans, don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity to see R&B sensation Chris Brown perform live following the Celtics against the Indiana Pacers on Friday night, March 3rd at 7:30. Now, one ticket grants you admission to watch Paul Pierce and the Celtics take on Jermaine O'Neal and the Pacers, and then the concert immediately following. Chris Brown will sing his hit single, Run It, and many, many more. For tickets, log on at www.celtics.com, call 1-800-4NBA-TIX, or visit the Garden Box office. This special night is presented by the Celtics and Verizon Wireless, and is also sponsored by Jammin' 94.5 and the Metro. Paul Pierce's name, of course, as it always seems to be, involved in trade rumors right up to the trading deadline last week. I spoke with Paul about finishing his career as a member of the Celtics.
You know, there's no place like the tradition. You go there each and every day, you see the banners, you see the retired jerseys, above elbows with Red Auerbach, Bill Russell, Bob Cousy. You know, what other franchise has that kind of mystique? You know, I don't think there's any franchise like it. And, you know, if I can finish my career here, play through the ups and downs until we get to that next level to where we compete for a championship, I want to be here.
Paul Pierce, right on cue, no, rebound controlled by Odom.
Pierce got hit in the chest, and he's wincing in pain.
Bryant stays over on the Laker bench. Oh, nice block. They stay LA ball, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Delonte getting in there. Ooh, a foul is called on Rafe the French. And Rafe picks up his fourth, and Parker is going to get a chance to make this a two-point game. Brooks the first. Lakers now 21 of 28. They have missed 7 free throws. The Celtics have missed 9. Tonight's fourth quarter is brought to you by Tools for Hire, an official sponsor of the Boston Celtics. Tools for Hire, the one-stop shop for all of your construction needs. I was hoping that the Celtics was going to brick that one. He did. 3-point game, 94-91. Zerbiak. Double team comes from Odom. They swing it to West, back out to Pierce, sets his feet. Three.
Oh, that was terrific ball movement, particularly by Wally Zerbiak. He didn't force the issue. Sort of loading up to take away any move. Going to the hoop.
34 in the game for Pierce. Odom across the lane for 2.
You just don't want to let him go left. He's a lefty.
Delonte gets it across. 97-93. Boston by 4 in the ball. They get it to Pierce. He's got George on. Tries to shoot it through to Jones. And the Celtics turn it over with 8:42 to go in the game. And Kobe is up off the Laker bench. George tried to bounce the ball around there to give Kobe a chance to get into the game. Palmer wouldn't buy it. That's a good move. George comes up fouling. Oh, rebound. Wait for French, gets ahead quickly to Pierce. Gomes is running the floor. Pierce behind the back. Has it stripped away in the lane. Vucevic, no, wild shot, but Smush Parker get in there for the rebound. Lakers can get to 2. Odom goes right this time. It comes up on the other side.
That's a terrific shot.
There was.
There, Ryan Gomes played him perfectly, sent him to the baseline, but then released him.
97-95. We're going to have a shootout down the stretch here. The French comes over to set a screen for Pierce. He spins the other way. Gets into the paint. Sends it to the corner. Delonte. Got it. 3-point field goal for Delonte West. He's 7 of 15, 17 points. Celtics a little breathing room with 7.5 to go up 5. Parker. And a foul is called on Delonte West. And Kobe Bryant will finally get a chance to get in the game. He was on the scorer's table for about 5 possessions here.
Here's Paul Pierce in the teeth of their defense. And there's Galante dead in the corner, wide open. Now watch this drive by Odom. This is a sensational play.
Sure is.
I mean, he reached long arms and all to the weak side. But you saw Ryan Gomes back off him after he sent him to the baseline. He didn't want to commit the foul, but that was a spectacular play by Odom. And that's what I mean, that you don't see Odom. The chemistry is wrong between Odom and Bryant. Odom is the same type of player. He's got to have the ball to be effective.
Galante is going to have to watch himself now with those 5 personal fouls. And Parker. Oh, good play by West as he tried to leave it for Turiaf. Ryan Gomes, big shot, and he buried it.
Way to go, Ryan!
17 for Gomes. 102-96, Boston by 6 with just under 7 to go. Kobe underneath Odom. Too hard, but keeps home. George snuck in there for 2. 7 for George off the bench. Rafe LaFrentz is bleeding from above.
They got hit in the eye.
Yeah. Looks like a fighter. And Eddie Lassert immediately over to tend to Rafe. Let's see if we can spot him.
It's going to be stitches, I'll bet you.
Yeah. About a forearm. Like the shove by George for good measure on the end of that. And Rafe looks like he's headed to the locker room for stitches above the left eye. Right there.
The Celtics now are devoid of really big people other than Aloha Candy and all that. Even though Michael has played here in LA, this is not where you want to put him in the game right now.
So it'll be Scalabrini who comes in.
Yeah, and
this group of 5 has played very well on this trip. And Scalabrini's been out there with the 4 other starters. Pierce sends it out to Scalabrini, and he's long with the jumper. Kobe comes up with it, gets it ahead to Parker on a cut. Oh, good block by Pierce, and a foul is called.
Get lost! Get lost! What a terrible call! Oh, that's awful. Watch this. Clean block.
That's the 5th on Pierce.
Terrible call. Games are decided, of course, by who's in the game at the end of the ball game.
Absolutely. Celtics now have 2 of 5, Pierce and West.
Yeah, you lose Pierce in this game. That was awful call.
Odom misses both free throws. Just about halfway through. Pierce spins in the lane, back out to Scalabrini, over to West. Back to Pierce, 10 in the shot clock. Turns, checks it out. Makes a move into the paint. Pierce has it knocked away by Odom.
Oh, no foul there, right?
Odom the other way. Blocking foul is called on Wally Zerbiak.
Celtics are getting the job now, baby. 2 straight calls and a non-call as Pierce went to the hoop. What did Jack say?
We got a timeout. 102-98. 1969 was the year the Celtics and the Lakers, and one of the great bounces of all time for the Boston Celtics. The famous shot here by Don Nelson. Straight up, straight down.
And time has run out, and the Boston Celtics have done it again. Another jewel in that crown.
Phil, this must have been a great win for you.
Exactly.
Well, he was speechless, but that was the famous balloon game.
That's right, with all the balloons in the rafters.
And Russell said, what are they going to do with all those balloons?
Lakers about scored the Celtics 16-11 so far here in the fourth quarter and have made it a 4-point game. Boston still has the lead at 102-98. But Boston now playing with Delonte West and Paul Pierce each with 5 fouls. 26 fouls on the Celtics in the game, 24 on the Lakers. Odom gets a kind bounce and has a chance to make it a 2-point game. Pierce in a crowd to come down with the miss, gives it to Delonte. Boston's up 3. Parker defensively there on West. Gets it to Pierce. Pierce is going to be covered by George down the stretch. Walking foul on Odom. Second team foul on the Lakers.
Well, the two big guys, Jefferson and Perkins, hopefully they'll be back when the Celtics get home.
Pierce with 6 on the clock. Pierce. Big shot.
Yeah, and George is just shaking his head now. He's been hawking Pierce.
36 for Paul. 104-99. Boston by 5. Need to stop here. Bryant. Pierce jumps out on it. Bryant comes all the way out near half court. Sends it over to Parker. Parker sends it over to George. Sets his feet. Misses the 3. Rebound loose underneath. Controlled in a crowd. Odom no. Tip no. Slap back out. Parker wins the race for the ball. Leaves it for Bryant. Lakers with numerous opportunities inside Odom. Gives it off to Cook. 104-101. Four and a half to play. Zerbiak. George, the overplay on Pierce and fouls him.
Well, he's been muscling Pierce the whole entire time he's been defending him. He's been pecking on his elbows. Every time Pierce gets the ball, he's pecking on his arm and his elbows.
Pierce, that tough shot.
Yep, I want to tell you, that is as good as it gets.
Comes into Delonte. Celtics got 14 back on the shot clock. They get it to Pierce with 11 to go. Pierce crosses over on Cook. Kicks it out. Delonte. No 2. Says Joe DeRosa. Had a foot on the line. (106-101). George thought about a 3. That's an offensive foul. Brian Scalabrine.
Ryan, red hair and all, took that one right in the chest.
Sure did.
It's a great play. They take George off the 3-point line, and there was Scalabrine set.
Delonte gets it across. Under 4 minutes to go. Into the hands of Gomes. Looking for Pierce, finds him. Spins away from George. Takes it to the basket. 2 more for Pierce. He's got 38 now. Celtics go up by 7. 108-101. Parker. Bryant misses a 3, and the foul's going against LA in the rebounding action. It's on George. George has become like a middle linebacker.
He's just flailing when he gets underneath there.
No, he's not going to flail anymore because that's his 6th foul.
Here he comes, Pierce, on the drive, and Odom backs off and gives him room.
It's going to be Parker Parker, Cook, Odom, Bryant, and Williams is going to come off the Laker bench. Galante uses the Scalabrine screen well. Again, Parker with the quick hands, and Galante is gone. Parker, who was giving Galante trouble all night long, picks him, and Orion Green is going to see some pressure time here at the point guard position with 3:20 to go. 19 points for Galante as he fouls out.
He played a heck of a game.
Sure did.
Galante.
He had 19 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. Parker. Knocks that one down, 108, 102. Lakers, other than Kobe, are not a good free throw shooting team.
Early.
Okay, 2 there. It's 5. And now Scalabrine, nice job to set the screen. Green with the basketball gets it to Zerbiak. He's covered by Odom. They go to Pierce, matched up to Bryant. Ball along the baseline, stripped by Bryant. Here come the Lakers, the underway. We'll go to under 3 minutes on this possession.
I'll tell you, Pierce was shaking his head.
Parker. Bryant calling for the ball. They get it to him. And the foul on Orion Green.
You gotta be kidding me. Ryland.
2 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in the game. 108-103. Boston by 5.
Tonight's Boston Celtics game was brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines, by your New England Ford dealers, by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, and by Foxwoods Resort Casino.
We are back, 108-103, a 5-point Celtic lead. Inglewood High School, that's where Paul Pierce went. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Celtics. And Wednesday, Antoine and company are in. Friday, we'll see the Pacers. We haven't seen them in the teams forever. And those games highlighted in yellow, all in HD. Adelphia now offers all Celtics HD broadcasts on channel 779. To order Adelphia HD service, call 1-866-ADELPHIA. If you just got a new HD TV set, call Adelphia today and get HD service and start watching the Celtics in HD on channel 779. So Paul Pierce is out there with 5. He's got 38 points, one more than Kobe Bryant, but I think both of those guys are going to get a few touches before we're through. Kobe's still looking for his first points in this fourth quarter. He'll be out there with Parker, Turiaf, Odom, and Cook.
Well, Celtics have guys that can hit the 3. Pierce and Zerbiak. Scalabrine.
Galante following out with 19 points and 10 assists.
Yeah, he played a super game. And he played the way a point guard ought to play. A couple of opportunities. He turned down his shot.
Big miss there. 4-point game, 108-104. Parker, who has been tough on the Boston point guard, he's quick with the hands. Orion looking for Paul, comes the other way and takes Zerbiak, stops it all the way down to 8 on the shot clock. Wally. 3 on the clock. Wally's going to have to shoot it. Now Scalabrine. 24-second violation. Brian did not have a good handle on the shot clock. Rafe LaFrentz with 5 stitches over his left eye is about to come back into the game. Couldn't get to the table in time. It's remarkable that he's there in the first place. 108-104, they get it to Bryant. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Parker, covered by Pierce. Orion Green on Bryant. Bryant gives it up to Parker. Parker fakes the three. 108-106. And Doc wants a timeout. He'll get it with 2:04 left on the clock. Chance to get LaFrentz into the game. And the Lakers and the Celtics are going right down to the wire here tonight.
Well, take a look at Mitch Parker's play. Goes out. Pierce absolutely tried to run him off the three. I would have liked to see Parker shoot the three. Instead, and without a big man being in there to block the shot, Parker got right to the rim.
Parker now with 13 points in the game for Lakers in double figures. Hey, tomorrow is 2/27/06, and that means a new era begins on FSN. Tune in for Premier Week at 6:30 and again at 10, beginning Monday, as we bring you a week full of some of the biggest names in Boston sports. This week, Doc Rivers, Wally Zerbiak, David Ortiz, plus many others join Tangway and Dickerson. And be sure to tune in for the late edition Tuesday night as former Celtic Antoine Walker joins Paul Pierce live in our studio. Join us for Premier Week beginning Monday on FSN at 6:30 and again at 10.
Now let's take a look at Paul Pierce. He's been huge tonight. I mean, he's just done about everything you would hope he would be able to do. That's a hand check, and this is a terrific fall away just when they needed it. Over it goes to Delonte, and as Pierce lines up the three. All of these were crucial.
Little step-through move right there. Bounces off Odom for two. All of this in the second half. Lovely little crossover move there to get through.
Yeah, and look at this. Foul move. That was earlier in the game. So let's see if Rafe gets in this game here.
He is, and the Lakers have extended their pressure full court. Orion Green comes back for the ball. Quick double team. They get it over to Rafe. Good look ahead for Zerbiak. The Celtics are able to break the pressure as we go under 2 minutes. Boston the ball in a 2-point lead. Green gets it to LaFrentz. Trying to find Pierce. They do. 9 in the shot clock. Bryant there defensively. This is the battle we talked about. Pierce. Zerbiak straight away. Back rims the three. Rebound controlled by Bryant. Lakers have a chance to tie. Parker. You gotta guess this is getting into Kobe's hands, if at all possible. They can't get it to him. Parker got it back from Cook. He wasn't even expecting to it. Now he gets it to Bryant. 7 on the clock. Bryant gives it up to Cook. Cook. Cross-court pass. Parker has to. Loses it. Nope. 24-second violation.
Great defense that time, particularly by Orion Green, who got all over their top gun and forced the ball out of his hands one-on-one. So great defense.
Celtics now with 1:16 to go.
Took it right away from out of the hands of Kobe Bryant.
Pierce and Bryant meet at half court. Turiaf comes out. Pierce is bumped. They send it out to Zerbiak. Waller gives it to Green. Orion takes it to the basket. No. Get up and in by Ryan Gomes.
And Orion got fouled on that play, too.
What a play by Gomes.
Absolutely. Big play by Gomes.
110-106, 4-point game. Bryant. Green again doing a nice job. Bryant trying to step through, and they bail him out. Zerbiak is whistled for the foul.
Watch Gomes coming. Watch Orion Green. Hey, that's a heck of a drive. And there's Gomes come from. Watch Gomes come from the right and just gets that hand. This kid absolutely knows how to go after the ball.
19 and 12, the numbers for Gomes. Bryant makes the first. 110-107. Boston by 3. Another 40-point night for Kobe. And the Celtics take a timeout with 45.5 seconds on the clock. Don't go away. 110 for Boston. 108 for the Lakers under a minute to play. 110-108, 2-point game. The Celtics have the lead, and they have the ball with 45.5 seconds on the clock. Stay tuned for the New England Ford Dealers Celtic post-game show. Tommy and I will have the TD Bank North Above and Beyond Tommy Awards. We'll hear from Doc Rivers in his post-game press conference and maybe get a player or two to drop by. Also, it's coming up on the New England, the Ford Dealers Celtic post-game show. Dr. Paul Pierce going over the play they want to see run. Orion Green is going to be the guy inbound in the ball. Zerbiak LaFrentz with that 5-stitch cut over his left eye. And Gomes out there for Boston. Celtics are used to being in these kind of games. Most in the NBA decided by 4 points or less.
But that's where when you come alive at the end of the season with players like this that have been through the mill.
Pierce. LaFrentz, good pick. They get it in the hands of Zerbiak. Wally in the paint. Wally's runner rejected, picked off by Odom. Here come the Lakers. Down 2, Bryant into the paint. Bryant takes it. No, rebound. LaFrentz in traffic. Rafe gets it in the hands of Orion Green. He wants to give it up, but he couldn't give it up. Bryant fouled him. And so Orion has got some of the biggest free throws. Doc turned around looking for somebody to talk to, and Jack volunteered.
I'm going to say, Jack, leave our coach alone.
All right, big free throws for Orion Green. Needs this to at least make the Lakers need a 3.
He has not been in this position, but maybe once all season.
True with the second one. 3-point game. Lakers are going to take a timeout. 19.7 on the clock. And Wally Zerbiak quick to come over and slap Orion Green and encourage him off that break. As Boston's got a 3-point lead with 19.7 to go. Do the Lakers take it to the basket, or they look for a 3-point shot here, too?
Well, their bailout guy is a 3-point shooter, and we've seen him. And who's their bailout guy? Kobe. And Kobe started out this ball game really looking for the bomb. George also, well, he fouled out, right?
George is gone.
Yeah. Cook has been hitting the threes, and so more or less, I think Kobe's the guy they're going to try. And they'll double, and they'll try and take him off the shot. Tony Allen is going to play him, I think.
Let's take a look at tonight's drive of the game, brought to you by BMW. Test drive the ultimate driving machine at your authorized BMW center, or visit BMWUSA.com. Paul Pierce throwing it down on Chris Mim, and that's our BMW drive of the game. Paul Pierce has had some terrific drives here tonight. 38.7 rebounds, 4 assists for Pierce, 40 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists for Bryant. It's going to come down to one possession. And there, we talked about Paul Pierce mentoring young guys. You can see him telling Orion Green, you just get right back in this, son. We've got a 3-point lead here with 19.7 to go. Both teams have a 20-second timeout left. Lamar Odom will inbound on the far side of the court, while Zerbiak will defend it. And
well, there's one thing you got to do here, Mike, is give him one shot and make sure you get the rebound.
Green is going to cover Kobe. Kobe comes through in the baseline. They can't get it to him. Odom takes it to the basket. It goes, and a foul is called.
I tell you, he just nudged Zerbiak right out of the way. Watch what Odom does. Look at this. Now watch. That's terrible.
It didn't seem to be a foul there.
Terrible. It's not a foul. It's terrible.
Celtics got plenty of time. 15.3 here, and Odom needs to make this free throw. 68.6 has struggled at the line to this point. game. 111. Boston uses their timeout. It's a 20. That's all they had left. Wally Szczerbiak up to Joe DeRosa saying, what was that all about? But the Celtics are going to have a chance to win it on the final possession. 111 to 111. What fitting way for the two teams tied for the most regular season wins in the history of the NBA when they match up to come down to the final possession with 15 seconds to go. And Boston will have that chance to either win it or send it to overtime.
Well, Paul Pierce, I want to see him go to the basket and see if they give him a call.
I just want to see him get to the basket.
Me too.
That's all.
Me too.
Any way, shape, or form right now would be fine with me. Green, LaFrentz, Gomes, Szczerbiak, Pierce, Parker, Odom, Cook, Luke Walton has come in, and Bryant. Celtics want to inbound on this side of the court. It's the far side. There's the cameras on the opposite side here. So far side at home. Orion Green to make the pass. Celtics get it in the hands of Pierce. Bryant will be the defender. It'll be that matchup. Pierce. 8, 7, 6. Pierce off the bounce. Fouled by Bryant. Oh, come on, Kobe. Clearly fouled it. Pierce will get 2. Clearly fouled, right?
Clearly.
Look at it. Watch it. So Pierce at the line for 2. 3.2 seconds on the clock.
And they're out of timeout.
They have a 20.
Oh, they have a 20.
Yeah, they did.
I thought they were out of timeout. Forgive me. It's been a long trip. For you, not me.
Second of 2 for Paul. Boston by 1. 3.2 on the clock. Again, the Lakers have a 20-second timeout. Missed it. Rebound. Walton got it, but only 1.7 left. Doc is not sure exactly what
they're saying. He walked.
Now Phil Jackson's up there asking for a technical foul.
But then, I haven't talked about the officiating in a long time. And coming down the stretch, this was not good officiating.
1.7 for the Lakers. Here's the battle for the ball. Let's see what the discussion was all about.
He back rims it. Look at him holding. Did you see him holding Gomes? And then what happened?
Gave him the timeout. All right, 1.7 on the clock. Boston by 1, 112 to 111. Lakers will get it. Which side here? Lakers are going to take it on the opposite side from their bench. Kobe did it to the Celtics a couple of years ago here on a possession like this. Gomes will defend Walton. And now Rafe comes into the game for Tony Allen. Kind of block up the middle and also defend any kind of a lob, I would think. Walton now again is the inbounds passer. Here we go, 1.7. Walt looking. Loops it into Bryant. Bryant takes it. No! Boston wins! Paul Paul Pierce comes back to L.A., matches Kobe Bryant, and the Celtics have won 3 on this West Coast road trip. Winning tonight a final score to 112 to 111. A big, big night for the captain here. 39, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Another look at the last play.
Well, they get it to Kobe. Everybody spread out, and there was Pierce right on his shooting hand, and they made it a tough shot. So it wasn't easy, but he's their go-to guy at that part of the game. When the crucial part, get it to Kobe.
So the Celtics have their best West Coast road trip in a long, long time. Let's take a look at our Supercut of the game, brought to you by Supercuts. We know how it is. And a big play by Ryan Gomes coming in with that follow-up tip. Ryan with 19 points and 12 rebounds tonight. As that is our Supercut of the game, brought to you by Supercuts. We know how it is. Coming right up, it's going to be the New England Ford Dealers Celtics postgame show. Tommy and I will have a full wrap-up of this one, and we're hoping maybe to get a little time with Paul Pierce here. Paul, in a great homecoming, comes up with 39 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. We'll find out who wins the Tommy Award, but the biggest win is on the scoreboard. The Celtics 112 to 111 over the Lakers. We'll see you on the post-game show, everybody.